And I hope you guys are going to give me your full support to the very end. Because you know what, folks? I think we've only got surely two, maybe 3 shows left. Because if Eid's going to be on Saturday, then inshallah it's 3 shows. And if Eid's going to be on Friday, then we've got 2 shows. So it's going to be, let's make the best of this time together, because you never know next year who's going to be around and who's not going to be around. So let's enjoy each other's company, inshallah. Let's make today's show fantastic. Let's make it brilliant. Let's make it awesome, inshallah. And let's make it in which we benefit from this show and we become closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we come closer to Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. You know the drill, people. 077 4455. Have I said it all right? 077 488 55055 077 488 55055. So I need you guys to text me first and say where you're listening from. Thurn Lodge, Evington, Highfields, and any other area in Leicester, inshallah tabarak wa ta'ala. And your 50 Durood Sharif as well. Don't forget to read your 50 Durood Sharif. Part of the show, we encourage people to read 50 Durood Sharif so we can. It's a lovely way to start the program in the afternoon, inshallah. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, 50 times, inshallah. And send your text messages as well. Salams MK, listening from my boring maths class, says Zunaid. Is this college or is this school, Zunaid? Is it college or is it school? What was your favorite subject in school, Akil?
I didn't have one because I didn't like school then.
Okay. Salams Moulana, I hope you're in the best of health. 50 Durood Sharif done. Mine was sports. I wasn't the most brightest, I'm going to be honest with you. Salams MK, hope you well. 150 Durood Sharif done. 50 Durood Sharif done. Yeah, people you can text and say which was your favorite subject or least favorite subject. Now, let's tell us what your favorite subject was in school. I did sort of enjoy maths a little bit. English was like, nah. I think sports, PE, back in those days, PE was good. Right? Salams MK, hope you well. 50 Durood Sharif done, brilliant. Jazakallah khair. 077 488 55055. So here we are. I'm asking you a quick question, people. What was your favorite subject in school? Which you could, if you want, you can mention your school as well. Sanas Moulana, we got a maths component in our business A level, and it's the worst. Salams MK, says Abdul Rauf Kali. My brother Abdul Rauf Kali is sick. If all brothers and sisters can make dua for him, inshallah, Allah Ta'ala give him shifa. He's really losing his hair, and we need for him to get back to business again, inshallah. Akil, stop laughing. You should be ashamed of yourself. Assalamu alaikum MK, 50 Durood Sharif done from sunny Leicester Sharif. It's sunny right now because I ain't singing yet. Once the singing starts, then it's going to change. Geography and science. Oh yeah. Whether you're best or whether you're worst. Harun, you said you've written them down. Which were your best subjects or your worst subjects in school? You got to write it. You got to say my worst subjects were or my best subjects were. Akil said he didn't like school at all. He didn't like school. He didn't like school. Favorite subject got to be PE unless it was cricket. Yeah, cricket's good as well, man. Cricket. That was your favorite. Geography. Not many people like geography, you know, Harun Bhai. So I'm quite surprised. Science is very complex. It's huge, and it's quite interesting. So yeah, good on you. Good school. I mean, which school did you go to anyway, Akil?
It wasn't here. It was in Mozambique.
Mozambique. Was it really strict back in Africa compared to here? Yeah,
very strict.
Discipline.
Discipline is another level. Old days.
Farzana says, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Farzana, still waiting for the pulao, man. Akil, it's been 3 years. 3 years, Akil. And this Farzana Ben is, mashallah, I don't know what sort of leg she's got on or what sort of cooker, but the pulao is not happening. The meat is not cooking.
She promised us some pulao.
No, she promised me that I was going to share with you anyways. I can't eat on my own anyway.
Astaghfirullah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, says BAA Bali. Favorite P, worst geography, says Abu Jack. Okay. Yeah, worst geography, man. Worst were home economics and English literature. Right? Jalo. Okay. I will, Farzana says, I will, insha'Allah. Never doubt.
So she's promising again.
History is an honorable mention for a favorite subject. Assalamu alaikum, says Yasmin Sidat. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. People, yeah, I mean, do text us as well, inshallah. Mashallah, Instagram is growing. Keep your text messages coming in, should I say. Moulana, what's the latest book you have read? Are you talking about Islamic book, or are you talking about just any book, like library book, or crime book, or suspense book, or what are you referring to? Then I can give you answers for both, right? Islamic book, this is my latest, and library book is the latest. So let me know. I'll let you know, inshallah. Akil, have you ever been to a library before? So you've never stepped foot in a library? No? Moulana, did that sister dip her biscuit in her tea? Sabiha Ismail from Nuneaton, did you dip your biscuit in your tea? And the other sister as well, F. Patel, did you dip the biscuit in your tea? Please let us know. I don't think so. I think these guys are staunch, posh people. They're probably the Tudors, right? They said, no, we're not going to dip our biscuits in our tea. They were very adamant. I mean, we tried to persuade them. We even, told them, and we, encouraged them and told them the benefits of dipping biscuits in your tea. But I think they weren't having any of it. They weren't having any of it last night. So unless they did istikhara and then they had it at Sehri time. Akil, I guess you had your banana fry?
100% spot on.
Good man. So you said, what is it, 1 banana, 1.5 bananas? I can't remember what you said last time. One banana is enough, yeah?
Yeah. No,
because it's quite filling, isn't it? It is actually
in
quite
the beginning,
filling.
I used to have 2 bananas and 2 rotis, but then...
Now 1 banana, 1 roti?
Yeah, 1 banana, 1 roti, that's it.
You do biscuits in masala tea, yum yum. Oh no, not again. Not again, Akil. After yesterday's show, I felt a little bit peckish, after the show yesterday.
Even me, when I got home, because I got home a bit early yesterday, and I was on Instagram just watching all the food. Even my cousin starts complaining, what is this food so much on Instagram?
Layla said that it's supposed to bring us biscuits, by the way. Zunaid, what's a good dua to pray when asking for a job? Try and make us trying as much so I can enjoy this summer to the fullest. Okay, Zunaid, contact me afterwards. I'll try to give you a dua, inshallah. Let me think of something. On top of my head, I can't think of anything at the moment. But inshallah, I'm going to try to give you a dua, inshallah. So DM me after the show, and I'll try to think of a dua, and then I'll pass it on to you, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. Okay? 077488505, sorry. Your best subject or your worst subject in school. Obviously, we're going to talk about romance today. Today is romance. The topic is romance today, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. So stay tuned for that. But I just want to mention one important thing before I go into that, and that is obviously Eid's coming. Eid is around the corner. Eid is either going to be on Friday, most probably going to be Saturday. Allah Ta'ala knows best. We'll know by tomorrow, 4 or 5 o'clock, when Eid is going to be. I just want to say to people, when come Eid time, it's a time for enjoyment. It's a time of happiness, right? Okay, somebody says, Aisha has really good duas on her Insta page. Okay, Muhammad, you can check it out. Aisha has good duas. So maybe you can follow her on her page and get duas from there, inshallah. So, Eid is coming. Eid is on the corner. What I will say to people, look, everybody's financial situation changes each year. So last year, maybe you had a good year. Financially, this year, it's not so good. Things have become very, very expensive. And come Eid time, you want to enjoy Eid, not find it a burden to go, oh my God, I've got to give my nephews, I've got to give my niece, I've got to give my family members, my brothers, my sisters, so many gifts they give us, we have to give them. And I think as people, we should also be understanding that if we don't receive an Eid gift from an individual or a family friend or a mate or a family person, then we shouldn't get disappointed, because remember, times are slightly hard. Times are hard out there. So I think sometimes we mustn't put pressure on ourselves. We mustn't, as I say, we mustn't follow the Jones and think that, we need to do what they do, because what will people say, what will people think? Go according to your capacity. If last year you gave each person £25 there, then give them £15 this year, give them £10. It's the thought that counts sometimes. People might say, it's so conjuice, only gave £10, what can you buy today with £10? But then you know what? You've got to look at your situation, because our families have expanded. We have nephews and nieces and grandchildren, whatever we may have in the family, and it's not cheap. It is not cheap. It is not cheap at all. So my bit of advice to all of our brothers and sisters is, go according to your capacity. You don't have to take out qarza or to borrow money to give out presents to each other. Do what you have to do. Do what's easy for you. Don't put a burden on you. Receiving a Eid gift is a bonus, in my opinion. It's a better way to enjoy and appreciate the celebration with your family. Not to mention Lang Munch. Okay, Lang Munch. I'm a bit confused on that one, right? But that is also important. I think the biggest gift is the family getting together. But I think sometimes people expect it and they think, oh, when's my Eid gift gone? Do what you can, give what you can, go according to your capacity. And as people as well, if we don't receive a gift, example, if Akil gives me a gift every year and I don't go, he doesn't give me one, then I mustn't feel, oh, why didn't Akil give me one? I must think maybe this year financially maybe he's not in a good place. So we need to be a lot more understanding. Okay, Lang Munch means good food, MK. Have you heard of that? Lang Munch means good food.
Yes, so Lang means good or amazing.
Really?
And Munch means food, yeah.
Yeah, Munch I know means food. But Lang, when did that come from? Has that been around for some time?
Oh, yeah, long time.
Seriously? How come I've never heard of it?
I think you don't hang out with us.
Oh, you don't hang with the young boys, with the gangsters. Yeah, I get it, man. Like that with the gangsters. If I hang around with you, then all the terminology for food, man, innit? Right, all right. Lang food, man. The food. I don't know. It doesn't seem to appeal to me. The food is so. Would you put it in a sentence and say the food is really lang? Would you use that? Can you use that?
You can do that, yeah.
Like in South Africa, you say the food is lekker, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's
the food
exactly
is lekker.
what it
That's
is.
Africa. But I've never heard of the terminology lang.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe it's the young generation who use the word.
And
lang.
it's not that food was lang, no.
So can you not say food is lang? Do you have to say the munch is lang?
Yeah, you say lang munch.
Lang munch. So example, can I say, so is it the word lang only referred to food or anything?
One thing you have to understand is everything is abbreviated.
Don't let the age show, Moulana. Just say you know what lang means. No, I'm trying to understand, man. I'm gonna be honest.
It's Ramadan, you can't lie.
So example, say if I say to you, Akid, you're looking lang. I mean, you're looking good. That would make sense.
That doesn't really apply with that kind of thing. It's more like
people are shaking their heads at the moment. Arif Master, his missus, they're thinking, Farah, your daljal was a lang, man. Lang munch. So, all right. So I'm learning. It's like Aka, AKA, as known as, right?
Yeah.
But me and you didn't know.
But you don't say Aka, you say AKA.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that day I read it as Aka. I thought, who's this guy called Aka? Aka's a word as well. In my phone book, I got a guy called Aka. You know what I'm trying to say? Safa, who's this geezer Aka? Come on, right? Hashim Khan, don't laugh, man. Hashim Khan, do not laugh. You're my student. Show me some respect over here, man, right? Hashim Khan, respect, bro. Please, Moulana, don't use the word ever. Okay. Sorry, Arif, I apologize. 1,000 apologies, man. I mean, is it pronounced right? Lang.
Yes.
Lang munch. It's so more like a sort of young person. It's like going to a place and say, yo, bro, lang munch.
That food is lang, bro.
Like this, yeah? You got Dear, oh dear. Nah, man, I can't do that. If I do that, there's something wrong with Molsa, man. Moulana, I haven't forgotten. You still haven't told me what your favorite takeaway to get. You might. I do like barbecue base. Barbecue base as a takeaway, it never disappoints me. Die can't hide your age. Oof. That's a right jab and a left jab put together. Die.
No, I think this is jealousy.
Again, here they go. This is the thing I love about my audience. They're very jealous of me. They look at me. I'm young, I'm fresh and energetic, and I don't use their terminology. I use my own terminology. The food is very nice. I don't use lang munch. You know what I'm trying to say? And they can't take it. They get really upset. You know what I'm trying to say? Right. So if I go into Ethel Bakery and say the donuts are lang munch. No, forget. I think I'm.
No, then you guys say the donuts are lang. That's all we.
Oh yeah, the donuts are lang. Yeah, right. I'm going to try one of these. I'm going to go into Chaiwala tomorrow. Right? I'm going to say, the chai is lang. They're probably going to look at me and think, what's wrong with this guy? I'm going to say, this is Chaiwala in Blackburn. Yeah, I'm going to go to and say,
oh no,
right.
Oh no.
Duaz Moulana woke up from coma early this morning. Ib's number. It's not a joke, is it? Duaz Moulana woke up from coma early this morning. Allah shukr, you woke up from coma. Allah bless you. Allah keep you good health, inshallah. Allah give you good health. Keep you always good, inshallah. Keep you always good, inshallah. Tabarak wa ta'ala. Somebody goes, cuss me, bro. They said, it was the food. Oh, ya Allah. This is food coma, man. What's wrong with this guy? You hear me making dua for Shifa, and the guy goes, food coma. Kakini. What's wrong with these people, man? We're getting serious and don't talk. Cuss me. What's wrong with you, man? When the Just for Men came out, of course, you look young, and when the Just for Men comes out, of course, you look young and fresh. Jazakallah, you're so sweet. English and all right, I'm not going to say this. I'm just going to say, what does CDT mean? CDT were my favorite subjects. Barbecue got 1-star rating for food hygiene. You know where, let me tell you something. You know where the worst food hygiene is? The food is the most tastiest. Where all these posh restaurants, the food is nah, man. But if anybody's ever traveling up north, right, sounds like he had a leg.
Leg coma.
Leg coma. He had a leg coma, man. You know, if everybody goes to Blackburn and there's a chaiwala in Blackburn, just mention my name, you'll get it free. Yeah. Just mention my name. Yeah, just say Moulana Khalil sent us here. The guys will give you everything free, inshallah. The tables are slightly squeaky, though. The chairs are slightly squeaky, but just go for it. Inshallah, just mention my name. All good, inshallah. The cake rests are slightly cheaper there than the Leicester ones. 077 488 55055. Barbecue base is my dad. So, you know, barbecue, it doesn't disappoint me. I like the chicken, very moist as well, alhamdulillah. Very good as well, alhamdulillah. It's very, very good.
Will they give us a discount if you go to barbecue base and take your name?
I got to speak to Hussein, but yeah. As long as he doesn't chicken out. I don't know. Let's see. 077 488 55055. Oh, he might give me a grilling. Right? Cool, Moulana. I'll try that next time. So before you sat on them, they were perfectly fine. Alif, I haven't been yet. I've been told by my informer who from Bolton went to Blackburn, and they goes, the tables are slightly squeaky, by the way. Right, I know. They're trying to give it back to me. I'm giving it. I'm ready for the fight. My fist is up, man. Moulana, seen a clip on Ilmfeed. Question was, what would you say? The Prophet came in front of you now. Amazing. Check it out. All right, I'll check it out, inshallah. Tell Akil, best dawat I ever had was his. Still remembered until that day. What was that?
That time when my wife brought food for everybody.
Oh, yeah, and we didn't eat it.
And everybody disappeared.
You know, honestly speaking, that day your wife made so much food, mashallah. May Allah bless her, right? It's, mashallah. You know, Allah give her barakat, inshallah. And I think she should try it again once in a while, jazakallah. Ben, if you're listening, you need to go for it. Gazebo chicken with from barbecue base. I think my favorite restaurant, though, is Pamson. Pamson is my favorite restaurant, right? And my favorite takeaway has to probably be, I think barbecue base. I mean, look, there's a lot of that. I go to Al Baraka quite often as well. There's a few other places as well I go to. I enjoy. I'm more traditional. The fast food, I think that's probably for the youngsters. They prefer that. I like my more traditional food. That's obviously everybody's got their own preferences, what they like. But yeah, Ben doesn't listen to your show. Remember? Oh yeah, Ben doesn't listen to my show. Okay, people, on to today's subject. Okay, how much time do I have? Time is flying again. I'm getting worried about this, man. Barbecue base is elite. 32 minutes. All right, so I'm going to ask you guys a question for the next 15 minutes, and then I'm going to bring the Islamic spin onto this, inshallah. I'm going to bring the Islamic spin to it, right? So I asked you a question yesterday so people can text me, and first of all, I've done a review on them on my page. So let me ask you, if somebody asked you a question, Akil, and this is important, and this is serious. What does being romantic mean? How would you define romance? So in 2 minutes, people, I want to ask you to answer this. Don't look on Google. In your opinion, because everybody has a different idea of what does romantic mean. What does romance mean?
I think romantic means, show affection.
Affection, okay.
To your wife or to your loved ones. Show interest in the sense that, when they're talking, engage with them and stuff like that.
And give them attention.
Give attention and stuff like that. It's respect.
Okay.
Mutual.
Let's see what our listeners say. In your opinion, guys or brothers, sisters, if someone says your husband or wife is romantic, what does that actually mean in your eyes? I want to hear the definition of romance first, and then after that, we're going to go into the next bit. How do you show your love towards your partner? How much they mean to you? positive affectionate acts. Somebody goes, positive affectionate acts. Okay, keep it coming in, inshallah ta'ala. And then we're going to ask, how much would you rate your partner for being romantic? It's not just a man being romantic, it's a woman being romantic as well, isn't it? It works both ways. So a lot of people say, oh, the man's romantic. But then I'm sure the women can also be romantic, yeah?
I don't know, but I noticed that mostly if there is any kind of romantic, normally it's the man that is more romantic.
So do you think it's more, the word romantic is more used for men than women?
I think so, because that's what they expect from us.
So, okay, let's ask this question.
Yeah,
so, folks.
I think
077488855. The question is, when you say the word romance, what does it mean in your opinion? And number two, is it only a man being romantic, or does it work two ways that a woman also is romantic? I think you're probably right, Akid, you know. Okay, it has to be a two-way thing. Giving attention towards your partner and selfless act towards them. Is that right? So F. Patel said it's a two-way thing. Okay, let's have others' opinions, please, inshallah. What does romantic mean? It doesn't mean making chapati or something, yeah? Right? What does, Arif Master, what is, in your terms, what does romantic, Farah, what does romantic mean? Farah, give us your answer. Here, wait, it is, in your opinion, if you were to give Arif a mark out of 10, how much would you give him out of 10? Being romantic is a woman asking for too much. Oof, Hamza, ajudai sadi to nawi chairman, brother. Make sure your wife's not watching and your in-laws are not watching this program. Man. Right. So yeah, Farah, what would you rate Arif as being romantic? Right. Oh, it's not about gifts. Okay. Yeah, it's not about gifts. Yeah, gifts I think is additional. I think it's Arif Master gives himself 100. I did say give yourself the marks, Arif. I'm asking Farah to give the marks. Yeah, not you. Right. So come on. Yeah, people do give marks out of your partners. Ladies, give your husbands a mark. Men, give your wife a mark. If it's a two-way thing, what do you think? Is your wife romantic? 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Likewise, ladies, your husbands, are they romantic? Akid, any messages? 0774855 No? No messages yet. No messages. It's about complimenting your wife or your husband every day. Craft design and technology. CDT means craft design. Thank you, Jazakallah for. Men are more romantic than women, says Arif Master. Okay, interesting. Men are more romantic than women. In what sense? I think complimenting each other every day. Moulana, he has the best heart. Moulana, he has the best heart. Can be fussy at times. I would say 8.5. There you are, Arif. Not bad. Romantic works both ways. Romantic means someone being caring and showing affection to make them feel special. Opening the door for your lady. Example. Ooh. Does being cheesy count? That's up to you. If that whatever appeals to you. 8 point. Arif, that's pretty good going. Men are expected to be 8.5. Wow, that's a good. That's coming from the wife. I mean, I know Arif is very particular with his food. He eats around.
How is it coming from his wife? Because he's the one who gave it.
No, he gave himself 100. And his wife just brought him down to earth.
8.5.
8 out of 10. Not bad. That's a pretty good mark for the missus, right?
No, you said out of 100.
No, I said out of 10.
8.5 out of 100.
No, out of 10. Then 8.5 would be a failure. 8.5 would be a failure. Yes, that's pretty good going. For me, romance is when my husband washes up and hoovers and makes his suhoor time sometimes more romantic than him giving roses and gifts. Oh, wow. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, for somebody, that's what it is. That's why once I bought my wife a hoover. She says, you sucker. You bought a hoover. Right. Anyway, right. That didn't work. That wasn't called romantic in my house. If I do the hoovering, I do the hoovering all the time. My wife's never said I'm romantic. Anyway, I guess for some, I wash the dishes. I put the dishes in the dishwasher. I clean the house. I wipe the table. I do all of that. I can't lie in Ramadan. No, Farah, no, that's a pretty good mark, Farah. Don't be intimidated by Arif. Just if he comes home moody today, just ignore it. It's just one of those days again. You know what I mean? So, my wife finds romance so cringe. Why is that? Spending quality time together. I think also of being affectionate to each other. I think sometimes just listening and talking to. That's also Because one example, you can give your wife a gift on Eid day, yeah? You give your husband a gift on Eid day. But during the whole year, you're completely blanking each other. That's not good. So I think what a woman or a man would want is spending time together. Right. I'm not the moody brother. Oof. Are you saying that the other brother you got, Arif, who was making biscuits yesterday, Arif, sorry. And by the way, Salihah confirmed he made the right mess in the kitchen, is the moody one. Okay, all right. Arif, you know better. He's your bro, man. Kasmayara. So yeah, I think giving time, listening to each other, sitting with each other, just, spending some nice quality time with each other. I think that's romantic. Saying good things to each other. I think sometimes saying the kindest things, like, you know what, your food is so amazing. Mashallah, you look so pretty today. Then that's a problem though. This is a problem. When you say to your wife, you look pretty, they say, what's wrong with you? How come you call me pretty today? Please, if there's any blokes, go for the same thing as I do. So if you say, can you buy a Hoover as an Eid gift? Ask your wife that, because it works different. So if you say to your wife, you're looking very pretty today, mashallah. So they say, hey, what do you want? Why are you saying I'm pretty for? When you don't say you're pretty, you look nice in a certain dress, they say, you didn't even compliment me. So it's a tricky old situation. It's a tricky old situation. It's not easy to sort of understand a woman, it's a bit complicated. I don't think men have ever understood women, and men will never understand. And I'm not saying in a bad way, because I don't think even women understand themselves sometimes as well. They say behind every successful man is a woman, right? And also behind every angry woman is a confused man, right? Listening to the needs and giving them time and affection and compliments. Good stuff. Good. I'm getting some good messages over here, mashallah. Being compassion and respect to each other. Yes. Facts, Moulana. Yes, Arif, facts, bro. We got messages pouring in. Giving presents to your wife, eating takeaways so she does not have to cook. Ismail Batli. Okay, that's for some people. Hamza, my sister, make sure you're romantic. You love it. We all love watching your romance bloom. Hamza, got that? Wow. MK, what's the most romantic thing you've ever done for your wife? You'll have to ask the missus that.
You ask for it.
I would give my husband about 1 million out of 10. He's my rock, my bestie, Oh, this is such a lovely message. I would give my husband 1 million out of 10. He's my rock. He's a butter. That means my bestie, bestest friend ever. He's caring, a good listener, and treats me better than I could ever imagine. Alhamdulillah. What a beautiful message.
I wonder what he promised his wife that he's going to do.
He's probably got a gun to her head.
Or probably tell her I'm going to buy it.
He's got a gun to her head. Write that message right now. Right, that's the next message coming in. Salams Hamza. Adam's wife's here. I rate him minus 20. Ya Rab. We got two extremes, two messages. One is, mashallah, say 1 million, and this guy's got minus 20. So our survey says, right, so that's a bad mark. Yep. There you are. Hamza Adam, I'll do it again. Terrible. MashaAllah. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. MashaAllah. Yeah, let's take a few more messages, inshallah. Then I'm going to tell you about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Where did the two wives come from? We never mentioned two wives, Hamza Adam. Again, you start wishful thinking. Maybe you're fasting. Maybe your sugar's gone low or your sugar's gone high. Nobody mentioned two wives at all. Salams MK, just remember that before marriage, a man is incomplete. After marriage, he's finished. Yes. I take my wife to the most expensive place, petrol station. Ooh, all you're going to do is just put a match with a few days and it's going to all blow up. MashaAllah. Lovely messages coming in. Another one. Oh, this is a long one, man. Let's read it. Salams Moulana. My wife is the best. Honestly, we have been married for 20 years and I'd be lost without her. I try to be romantic, but when I do a romantic gesture, she assumes I have done something wrong or I want something from her. Very good point. So I can never win. Men never win anyway. Can you please play the nasheed Zawjati by Ahmad Bukhadir, as I would love to dedicate this nasheed to her, and I think it's her favorite nasheed, Her name is Nasima. That's a lovely message, isn't it? That's it.
Amazing.
I mean,
that's true love.
That's what we call true romance. But it's true, But he goes, when you make a good gesture, they always sort of, they look confused. Why is my husband saying something nice for? Exactly, you say to your wife, you look leng, man. Right? She's going to say, what's wrong with my husband? Why is he saying me nice things about you? So you say, you look pretty. And if, master, you go for the same problems at home, do let us know. Tell us what it means being romantic from the sunnah. Just a couple of instances. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's why I'm getting your messages first. I'm getting your messages first. And then, with it on, okay, how much time do I have left? Yeah? 20 minutes. I'll give you 5 more minutes. I'm going to take your messages for 5. You know, these are, you know what? Honestly, I swear by Allah, these messages of yours make me so happy. They are so, because you know what? You hear so many jagras. You hear so many fights. My husband is like this and my wife is like this. But when you hear messages like this, you feel it makes my day. You know, when I hear families getting on so well and the love and the muhabbat between husband and wife, there is no happier thing. There is no happier thing. And even shaitan, he likes to create jagras between husband and wife and arguments. But the best thing is that muhabbat between husband and wife is priceless. It is the most important thing. I think if a husband and wife get on, you've got it all, alhamdulillah. You've absolutely got it all. May Allah give all of you lots of love. May Allah give you all 10 out of 10, inshallah, ta'ala, in what you acquire. Because according to some, hoovering and washing the dishes is one. According to others, taking out and, you know, buying gifts. And to others, it's going to the petrol pump, the most expensive place. So, you know, romance is different for all people, I am trying to say. But yeah, keep your messages coming. Please do keep your messages coming. And I think it's lovely to compliment each other. If you are going to criticize, just don't mention the name, that's all. 077 488 55055, 077 488 55055. Here's a message. I met a 95-year-old woman yesterday who became a widow. She was crying, saying she just wants her husband in Jannah, nothing else. Ah, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. A 95-year-old woman yesterday who became a widow, she was crying, she just wants her husband. May Allah give her a Jannat husband in Jannat, Ameen. And may Allah give her sabr in these difficult times. May Allah give her sabr in these difficult times. Yeah, let's make it blossom today. Let's make it blossom, inshallah. Let's make some happy, let's get some, I got another message coming in. Okay, here we go. This looks a nice one as well. I left Leicester to move to Scotland for deen purposes. Leicester for Scotland for deen, but that doesn't make sense. But anyway, with my husband, and it was the best decision ever. I've never missed anything as I've have him, and he is all I need. Alhamdulillah, we love each other. We love each other's company and travel and go everywhere, even Asda together. Wow, what a beautiful message. That is sweet. Keep them coming in my eye. Honestly, it makes my heart. I'm getting all emotional now, okay? I'm feeling all lang. Tea being made for me every morning, alhamdulillah. Says Hadras, this is another thing. Tea, sometimes a husband makes tea for a wife, that's romance. That's good for them. Okay, there's another message there. I think text message just come in. I think that's the one. If you tell your wife you look pretty today, she will ask, what about all the other days? Yes, that's the point as well. The most confusing thing is, Akil, is when you don't know what you've done wrong. And then they give it a daggers, they give it a look, right? And you're confused. And then
they say, don't say nothing.
And then
you have to
be careful. But then you have to be careful because you don't want to say the wrong thing as well. You did this as well. So I think for the man's sake, it's best to be quiet.
Just be quiet. Let her speak first.
And just say, sorry for whatever I've done. Sorry for whatever I've done. And you know, why can't women just be more straightforward and say...
No, I don't think you should ever open your mouth.
No, it's
even to say sorry.
No.
Let her speak first.
Yeah.
Once she speaks and tell you what you did wrong, then you say sorry.
Yeah, then you say sorry.
Because or else you'll be confessing with something else.
Yeah,
and you just make it worse.
Yeah, you might have done something worse and she finds out about it. Right? What I'm trying to say is, then they say to you, work it out. Then they say, you don't even know what you've done wrong. You don't know what you've wrong. No, I don't know. So you don't even know what you've done. And that makes you even more confused. Can't they just say and say, listen, my dear, respected, beloved, romantic husband, you have made this mistake today. Simple. Then you know where you stand. Right? MK and Akil equals bromance. Yeah, bro. Kasmayara. Shamida says, the handy kitchen, the Nausa men need to listen in. Yes, true. Do you help out in the house, Akil?
Yes, when she has to cook something and she needs to cut a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I like to do the cutting.
I think you do enjoy sort of the kitchen, don't you?
I just enjoy the cutting part.
Yeah.
Everything else I don't enjoy nothing.
Okay. I just complimented you a bit too much then. All right, 077 44 55 055 077 488 55055, right? It's been a very interesting show so far, very interesting show. Lovely comments. Honestly, your messages have made my day. When I see couples get on so well and always say MashaAllah, and I will say to you people as well, you know, if you're getting on so well, don't put it out there. Do not put it out to the world you're getting on so well, because then people get judged. Oh, why are they getting on so well for? Why is this? Why are they having so much fun in their life for? Etc. 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 So with 15 minutes to go, I'm going to tell you a few things about Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. You know, we talk about Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we think namaz, we think roza, we think zakat, we think hajj and all this, right? Right. And tilawat and all this. But Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was a great person, meaning a great individual, meaning who conducted himself so beautifully, not with just one wife, but many of his wives. Now, as you know, the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had one beautiful wife, Hazrat Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha. While she was alive, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam never got married. Then after she passed away, then he got with Hazrat Aisha, Hazrat Sauda, etc., etc., etc. And there were reasons behind it why Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam got married, right? You might be a prophet of Allah, or you might be a sahabi, or you might be a wali, or you might be a Moulana, or you might be a normal person. But a husband and wife relationship is a husband and wife relationship, right? It is different. It is very, very different. And or you could say it's the same. So example, on one occasion, Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha said to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, right? This is her saying to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, oh, so you call yourself the prophet of Allah, right? Imagine, this is Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam sitting with Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha. They must have had, something must have happened, because like I said, in every household, no matter who you are, you have your ups and you have your downs. Yeah, you have your ups and your downs. So Hazrat Aisha said to him one day, you call yourself the prophet of Allah? And what did Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam do? He just smiled at her. He just smiled, right? And you know, when you read the seerah, the seerah of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, you absolutely blown away by his beautiful, beautiful character, right? And then, I mean, this is what we call, I find this so romantic. Hazrat Aisha says, when I was young and I hadn't put on weight, I was thin, I was well, we were on a journey together with Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said to his Sahaba, that why don't you all go forward and leave me and Aisha behind? And it's a very famous story, as you all know. And Rasulullah had a race with Hazrat Aisha. Now imagine, this is the greatest man the world has ever seen. This is the most beautiful person the world has ever seen. If it wasn't for this beautiful person, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Allah wouldn't have made this universe, right? He's saying to Hazrat Aisha, come on, let's have a race. Come on. That is romance at its highest level. That is beauty at its highest level. That is amazing character of the most amazing person the world has ever seen, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We are so blessed, my brothers and sisters, that Allah has given us our Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has told us how to be as a husband, how to be as a son, how to be as a good father, how to be everything in all aspects of life. Alhamdulillah, we should be very, very proud. So in this first race, Hazrat Aisha says, I won the race. I won the race. Many, many years later, she goes, I had put on weight. Hazrat Aisha says, and then we went on a journey with Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And on the return, Nabi Sallallahu told the Sahaba, you guys, you go forward and leave me and Aisha. And then Nabi Sallallahu said, Aisha, shall we race? Hazrat Aisha goes, Ya Rasulullah, but I've put on a bit of weight. He goes, doesn't matter, let's race, let's go for it. And so they had a race together, and then Nabi Sallallahu won this time. So two races, one Rasulullah Sallallahu won, and one Hazrat Aisha won. Now, you imagine, right, example, if me and Moulana Khalil went in the park, you have Vicky Park or Spinney Hill Park or Bradgate Park, and I was racing with my missus, you know what would happen first? The people would take a camera out, right, recorded, jo aajkal na Mauli Sahab, aajkal na Mauli Sahab, racing with their wives, where they were running, why they were running, something dodgy going on. The problem is, all the mobiles will be out. It'll be on, YouTube, it'll be on Instagram, it'll be on Facebook, and people will say all sorts of things. I think, our mentality is we're very narrow. Right, we're very narrow. I'm not saying we do things in public places like we hold hands or we start hugging and kissing in public. That's not romance. You don't think we should do all those sort of things, right? No, those sort of things you do in your home when you're with your wife and there's nobody there. you got to have that sharm and decency inside you as well, that you just don't think, you're going to be romantic, so you start going in the streets and you're getting a bit too close for comfort in public places. That's not what you do. That you do at home in your own time, in your own place, right? But to be affectionate, and this is Nabi Sallallahu. What did Nabi Sallallahu do? He sent the Sahaba forward. It was their private time with Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha, right? Now, if any person did it, and I don't expect you all to go on Eid day to Spindle Park and say, ready, steady, go, and then you start all racing. If you can, do it. I know if you go on a holiday somewhere where you got your own space, you got your own time, have a little race with your wife, alhamdulillah. And sometimes you could let the wife win, or you could let the husband win, depending out of muhabbat as well. So what I'm trying to say is, this is one example of Nabi Sallallahu racing with Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha. Another, this is absolutely wonderful, right? So one Sahabi radiallahu anha came to Nabi Sallallahu and said, Ya Rasulullah, who do you love the most? Who do you love the most, right? Yeah, I think some wives are shy. I get that. That's what I'm saying. Not in public. I said it with your own private space. That even in your back garden, if you got a can't even let them win. All right, can even let them win? Okay. So Nabi Sallallahu, this is a beautiful story. Listen to this, guys. Right. So Nabi Sallallahu asked a Sahabi asked Nabi Sallallahu, Ya Rasulullah, who do you love the most? Right. Who do you love the most? Right. I was supposed to ask this question first. So Nabi Sallallahu said, I love Aisha the most. So the Sahabi was a bit taken back. He wasn't expecting the answer, because in the Arabs, you wouldn't sort of express your love for your wife. You wouldn't say, I love my wife the most. And Nabi Sallallahu didn't even say, I love my wife. He goes, I love Aisha the most. So the Sahabi was taken back by the answer. So he goes, no, I mean from the men. So what did he say? He said, I love Aisha's father the most. He didn't say, I love Abu Bakr the most. He goes, I love Aisha's father the most. And that is so sweet. That is so sweet of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, right? And that's why, when you think, my brothers and friends and my sisters, we have the most beautiful prophet. We have the most outstanding prophet. We have the most magnificent prophet. And he is لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. He is our role model on how to be romantic. He is our role model on how to be affectionate. He is our role model in the masjid, outside the masjid, in the house, outside the house, wherever you are. He is our beautiful role model. That's the second example. The third example, Nabi Sallallahu is coming home and Hazrat Aisha is drinking from a bowl. And he goes, Aisha, don't drink all of it. Don't drink all of it. Save some for me. So Hazrat Aisha says, okay, Ya Rasulullah. So Nabi Sallallahu says, when he comes home, right, he drinks it. And he says to her, Aisha, where did you put your lips? Where were your lips? So she goes, yes, at this particular area. So Nabi Sallallahu puts his lips on there and he drinks the sharbat or the water. Now, how many of us actually say to the wife, please give me your glass, my dear wife. I want to put my lips where your lips were. What people think, who take you about a husband, man? I'm trying to say, it is beautiful. We have our own utensils, we have our own cups, we have our own glasses. I'm not sure even if we share our teacups together, water cups together. You should, eating from one plate together, feeding each other. How many of us actually put a morsel in the wife's mouth, the wife putting morsel in the husband's mouth? You might think, Moulana, you're going to be loopy today. No, I'm not being loopy. This creates muhabbat. Small gestures like this creates muhabbat. Small gestures like this, not the big gestures. You buy your wife a big car or a nice car or a lovely house. Those are great, mashallah, if you can afford it. Or Eid day, you buy a perfume or flowers or whatever. On Valentine's Day, you do this, which you don't even believe in, and we do all of that, right? But what I'm trying to say, these are the beautiful teachings of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And I think as husband and wife, give each other time. Look, we have a very hectic lifestyle. Tariq's the master's competitive spirit again, right? What I'm trying to say, people, is give each other time. Buy each other, give each other muhabbat. I think more than gifts, give each other love and muhabbat and time and attention, affection, inshallah. That is where we make your life blossom, inshallah. And do it with a niyat. This my Nabi did it, I'm doing it. My Rasul did it, I'm doing it. Because I'm following my Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, right? And Allah will give you. And this is the amazing thing. When husband and wife are also intimate, even then Allah gives you reward for it. Allah gives you reward for it because you're saving yourself from guna, and you're with your wife and you're with your husband, and even for that Allah gives you reward and ajr for spending quality time with husband and wife. My brothers and friends, these are just a few things I want to say from the life of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Right? And Arifa says, when you feed each other, the food always tastes better. As long as you don't bite your wife's fingers off, or you don't bite your husband's fingers off. That's probably the scary bit. I think it's probably a bit safer if the wife feeds the husband. But I think if the husband tries to feed the wife, there might not be any fingers left. But anyway, folks, I really make dua to Allah Ta'ala. Allah give all of us barakah in our marriages. Allah give us romance in our marriages. Allah gives us muhabbat in our marriages. Allah Ta'ala makes us like Rasulullah SAW in all aspects, from, being with our children, being with our wives, being with our husbands, being with our family members, being with neighbors. A truly, truly fantastic role model, inshallah ta'ala. So I'm going to ask these questions to the guys over here, right? Akil, who do you love the most, by the way? If somebody asks you a question, who do you love the most?
What do you mean?
Yeah, from A, you're stuttering. Right, so who do you love the most?
Comparing to what?
You're stuck. You're stuck, man. Proper stuck. Okay, people, Tariq Master, who do you love the most? Arif Master, who do you love the most? I'm asking Abdul Rauf, who do you love the most? Abu Jack, who do you love the most?
Contest. Who you love the most comparing to what?
No, just from the people. We're not talking about food yet. Don't say thinking lamb curry or something like that.
Yeah, my wife.
Wait, it took you around 20 seconds. She's probably texted you by that time. Yeah, I mean, this answer of Nabi Sallallahu is brilliant. It's to teach people that you can express your love for your wife. You can say, I do love my wife the most. And that's the way it's supposed to be. There should be no shadam. Sometimes I think it's our culture which holds us back as well. Okay, oh my God, that Maulana on the radio said he loves his wife. In my sharam nati, he's got his mum, he's got his dad, he's got his brother, he's got his sister. And he said he loves his wife. This is people's mentality, unfortunately. Absolutely, you should have Abu Jack says my daughter. Okay. Any more messages, Akil? 077 488 55055 077. We have 2 messages. What's more romantic than your wife not disturbing you when your footy is on? Ooh, yes. Please mention my message if possible. Salams. Okay. I wanted to mention my husband. He's always thoughtful and caring. I haven't had to take my car to petrol station since we got married. He always makes life easy for me whenever he can. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Moulana, men nowadays have too much pride. I agree. Men have too much pride, yeah. Man, no, man.
I think this person wrote my daughter and then decided to delete it because he thought that his wife was going to know.
Yeah.
He deleted the message.
Yeah, he thought he was going to get jacked out.
Or maybe he says my mother and then he deleted it. He said, no, I have to put my wife now.
No, see, we love our mother, we love our dad and everything, right? But I love Rasulullah's answer. It's an education for the ummah to say you can say you love your wife. You know what I'm trying to say?
I think it's totally different.
But then the wives loved him so much as well. So for that reason, Nabi Sallallahu said, now when you got a wife who's like a knife, then it's a different story, bro. You know what I mean? Then you might say, I love somebody else. Men have too much pride, Akil. You started for 20 seconds, Akil, by the way, yeah? By the way. Just to remind you.
I was trying to...
Yeah. Try to digest what I said to you. Akil, it's too late. I hope Mrs. Akil is listening to the program. Right.
I hope not.
Moulana, men nowadays have... Okay, that's Jacob's... right, how many minutes we got? Roughly 3 minutes to go? 077 488 55055 077 488 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Guys, it's been a wonderful show. It's been another... Look at Tariq Master's answer. Manchester United, kids and wife. Toba. My wife says, I love you by saying eggs, milk and bread, please. Huh? My wife says, I love you by saying, oh yeah. Okay, I get it. Imran knows, sir. All right. When you at the radio station, did you get a sort of shopping list from your wife and say, bring this home, and then say, at the end of it, I
used to, no more. Now my son drives, so I don't get any list.
And then send you a shopping list, do liaojo, and then in the end, I love you. If the men say they love their wife, they should mean it as well, not just say, Uberti.
See, the thing is, that's very interesting. That's very interesting what you said.
Yeah, go on.
The fact of the matter is, I think the woman, they don't realize that our way of loving and their way of loving is different.
Have you got more time?
And they have to accept that.
So what's a man's way of loving us, a woman's? What's the difference?
Just for me, call my wife, for example, I call my wife Jan. Mm-hmm. That is a way of love. right?
Okay.
So why they can't accept? For them, that is too less. Let's put it this way.
Mate, you should say Janu Janiman.
I think I need to,
Right.
to sing a song or something.
What are you going to say? Janu Janiman.
Janu Janiman.
Yes. Do that, inshallah. Right? You know what I'm trying to say? Try that today. When you go home today, if I see you with a black eye tomorrow, then I understand what happened. So when you go home today, you can say, Assalamu alaikum, Janu Janiman. And then see what happens. Let us know.
You know what's going to happen?
Then come on the Instagram show
she's gonna look at me and she's going to do this.
Yeah. She think you probably went to the local pub or something. 07748855055. People have only got 45 seconds to go. I wish I had more time because I'm really enjoying today's show. But Akil shaking his head. Sorry, no extra time. Guys, tonight could be one of my last Insta shows, inshallah. Last Insta shows. Join me tonight. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be super duper, inshallah. Let's make it a special Insta show, inshallah. I want all of you to join me. Moulana Khalil is my Insta page tonight at 11:30. Let's make it happen, inshallah. I've loved the program today. I hope you benefited from the words. Jazakallah for your beautiful, wonderful, super duper messages. Allah keep you happy. Allah keep your marriages blossoming, beautiful, excellent, brilliant. From me, Moulana Khalil.